Good morning, good morning, good morning. See, I would like to discuss with you about certain aspects about now now existing laws, constitutionally approved laws, legislatively passed laws, and whether we are in a better position to implement all these laws or not. Therefore, one thing you must understand that jurisprudence is controlling a theory, a scientific method to regulate, control, bring in the laws. What is definition of laws? You have to go to section that article 13A and B of the Constitution of India, wherein law was discussed. Because so far our Indian sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic Republic of India. Okay. The everybody speaks about Sanathan. Sanathan, what is that Sanathan? Sanathan is a constitution. Everybody wants that every provision of article of the constitution be implemented, and some want some amendment to the constitution. So many things are there, like that Sanathanam. Sanathanam means what? Following procedures, customs, natural law. That is definition of natural law. Sanathanam is a natural law where the people assembled and formed a civilization. They want to follow certain natural norms, ethics, morals. That is Sanatana. And thereafter some people, intelligent people, want to call everywhere there. If any religion is formed with great principles, and subsequently the people who started to preach wanted to have control over the disciples or the people who follow the religions under their feet and command. That apart from that, one thing you should understand: the mighty person became king initially. Nomad people have their own leader, tribal leader they call. Then that tribal leader intend to impose some rudimentary form of moral ethics and norms. So that is blindly followed, otherwise there is no way for his subordinates, because he must be fed by the tribal head. But still, every man, every woman being, every souls, even if you watch chicks and hens or dogs, when they are sick and about to die, they raise their head towards the sky and murmur something, pray something. This I had witnessed, you would have witnessed, but you would have ignored that. Like that, initially people, when they took shelter under a tree to escape from thunder and rain, they thought the tree is the god. Subsequently, tree gave fruits and other things, and also leaves and branches to build. So they became god. Then what? When they reached the plains, when they have river, flowing river giving fertilized sands, growing crops, feeding cattle, then they started praying rivers as a god. Then sea, the sea god was there. Then sun, because initially they afraid of sun, but later on they felt that sun is most essential, except on hot days. The necessity of rays be spread over our body. This is what they say. Forget about that. I want to discuss about what is law of necessity, why crimes are being committed. The POSCO cases, crimes are committed by following natural law. Law of necessity. Law of necessity. Necessity not only for eating and also sexual aspiration also reaches it a condition of necessity at one time when the man is filled up with high protein and other uh, secretions. And you see the accepted moral and ethics earlier subsequently been declared as illegal. Even still there are several marital relationship or in one sect it is legal, in other sect it is illegal. In southern India we used to marry sister's daughter, but in North India they worship sister daughter as a god. But in some religion, Muslim law permits brother's daughter may be married by the brother. Then in Goa permits sister's mother, sister, daughter may be married. These all are, some sects it is law, some sect is custom, sometimes it is illegal. It is void marriages here. What to do, what not to do. Then forget about all those things. So once I wanted to make you how the crimes by the politicians and government servants are committed, including judges, Supreme Court judges, everywhere. Why they are receiving bribe? Why they are compelled to give favorable orders for considerations, any kind of concern, not only money, but of pressure, political retribution. These things are there. It's a question of survival and law of necessity. Again, I say necessity, there is no definition for necessity. Food, shelter, clothing alone is not necessity. Then question arises, jewels. Then due to these newly invented highly technical devices, everybody want that all these equipments would be necessity for them. If you want to send your son to college, you must have at least laptop or cell, question upon your father's income. So all these necessities compels the politicians, the judges, the government servants to commit crime of receiving bribe and indulging in nepotic activities. Then question arises, what will be necessity or question of survival? Question of survival and necessity arises for politicians to keep their post retained. So their question of survival, if you want to survive next elections or as a politician, you should earn and amass wealth. Government servant, though there may not be such, but still they have to pay tribute to the superior officer to retain his post where he continuously amassing wealth. That is also law, not only necessity but also question of survival. All these things are there. So who to be punished, whom not to be punished? This is how crime, Lombosco theory. The question arises, some people claims that committing crime is their fundamental right, just like seeking freedom. See this group of youngsters followed behind the actor Vijay, done so many things but not intentionally. There is no second check over their moral thinking and their discipline, indulgence in the society where they assemble and mingle. All these things, who has to teach them? God only knows who has to teach them. No, it is not that all political parties are disciplined like BJP and RSS. RSS discipline we know, But BJP discipline, it is not as usual like RSS. The high top office bearers are also lacking such a discipline so far BJP is concerned, because BJP now opened their shutters to allow drains to enter and spoil the entire holy waters. It's all right. Today that much is enough. Best wishes.